Hello, everyone. Welcome to Best Served Cold. I had to really stop myself from saying welcome to Esoteric Ebb. I really get into the muscle memory of it all. Oh no! Oh my god. My grandfather-in-law is peeking over my shoulder. My grandfather-in-law had a birthday party recently, and they made cutouts of his face, and I thought they were so funny. And my mother-in-law ended up including them in a care package that she sent to my wife because I expressed how silly I thought they were. It was very funny. To me, at the very least. A salute to the Ebb. We will miss you, Ebb. Oh yeah, there's two of them. I can't be trusted with things. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you all for coming. Annie, Danny, Bridge, Scoop. How's it all going? Yeah, they were hung on a garland of a sort. The executive producer is here. Hello. Say hello. Oh, he blinked. Okay. Yeah, they were on a big garland thing at the party. And when I saw the picture, it's something about his just blasé expression. But just it's great. I don't know. Hello and welcome. We are playing Best Served Cold. This lovely jazzy little visual novel. God, the art in this game is just very beautiful. They lovingly rendered the drinks and stuff like that. Late for a meeting, actually. Bye. Godspeed, Scoop. Welcome in, Pegasus Bad Spider, and see you later, Scoop. Good luck. Last time we were here, we were just getting started. We only had basically a half session with Best Served Cold, where we opened a speakeasy. We found out that murders are occurring at a speakeasy. We were gang pressed by a detective to harvest information in our speakeasy about the murders. And we are all putting that together in a crime web and meeting weird people at the interim in between all of these things who may or may not be involved in a variety of ways. So, with that recap, let's head on back into it. We met last time a sad priest, a detective, was she like a journalist, I think? I don't remember what the younger girl was and what her deal was. And our old friend Peter, the murderer. So these are things that we can now, like, present to people, I believe. And we connected these and got... Peter frequented the last drop, the speakeasy where Natalia Reed's murder took place before it was shut down. After that, every person you end up meeting has done one murder outside. A confluence of murderers. You should be able to tell me who went there to drink and if any of them visit the nightcap. Yeah, so... The murder of Natalia Reed took place near a speakeasy known as the Last Drop. It was closed down after the fact. And Peter mentioned that his favorite speakeasy, the Last Drop, was shut down recently. He had to find a new watering hole, which is how he discovered the nightcap. And I think that's all we do here, so we are going to the next day. I'm guessing there are 16 days. We're on day 3. Oh, it's a whole gang. Oh yeah, our bookseller landlord, shady fellow from the past, sad priest, the radio personality, and there was the blonde girl too. Well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Let's now press the show clue button to open the notebook and present him with the new combined clue. Select Peter Street Smarts to ask him for more information. Are you sure you want to present the clue? Sir? Sir? Laundress. That was what she was. Yes, thank you, Pegasus Bad Spider. She was a, boring 10th Doctor. Oh, fucking grimy David Tennant. Yeah, he is a little grimy David Tennant. Story about the broad that got iced at a speakeasy? What about it? Hey, careful. Yeah, oh, he's way... You see him fucking looming. What do you think happened? Oh, well, Pegasus Bat Spider has chosen to reward your needy behavior. Ah, sir. Yes, your little hands. He is blessed. Come here, bud. There's more. Bingo. Oh, he's hungry for him today. He wolfed those suckers down. All right. Are we good? Can we chill now? Is that enough for you? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journos did a good job. They always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing. And for what? I got nothing for you. Does he need more? No. Will he get more? Probably. Oh yeah, it's Fuckface McGee. I love this guy. He sucks. You're fishing, and for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. The papers spin the same stories, the hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got the real facts except for the ones who know how to keep their mouths shut. Welcome in, Ava. How's it going? And folk who say the city council are fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. Bukovi officials can barely patch a hole in the road, far less stage a murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. But it was done by someone who has experience, someone who planned it out real careful, who's done it before. A hot chocolate? I'm on it. Shaken or stirred? Welcome in, Pebble. Lurk and catch a quick nap. Well, thank you for hanging out and lurking all the same. Did you visit that speakeasy? Yes. And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go making any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over. Who else went there? Hard to tell. It was a mixed crowd. Let me think. Olena Dragos, the type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year, she made it big thanks to her daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot out of him and take his milk money. Still might. And Killian Durant, the rich kid with the baby face and the soft hands. You taking roll call? If this bartending gig doesn't work out, I'd suggest a job as an intrepid reporter. What do you think of that, Scoops? All right. I was just curious. When you don't feel like asking a customer any further questions, you can always press the leave button in the bottom right to exit a conversation, regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have questions for Peter, you can simply continue your conversation. Let's catch up, just like the good old days. What sort of drinks do you like, Peter? I like proper drinks, something pure like vodka. Anything else? Coffee helps. Keeps me sharp in the wee hours. You work late? You know I do. Nothing good happens in the morning, so best sleep through it. I get a lot more done when everybody else is asleep and out of my way. Despite the name, a cold winter usually keeps me warm during those long nights. I remember. Let's catch up, just like the old days. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the bar. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. A drink, Peter? Maybe just one. You don't want my lips loosening. Who knows what I'll say? Well, you wanted a cold winter. Let's get you a cold winter. Which looks to me just sort of like a white Russian. Huh. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. Do you know anything about Natalia Reed? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Murder, then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd she got iced. Why odd? She didn't seem like the victim type, you know? The victim type? Really? He tilts his head for a moment and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational. Fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times, too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Killed from behind, right? Whoever stuck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. Police or whoever's holding your leash should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. Who says I'm investigating? You're asking a lot of questions. People without background know better. No one ever got iced for asking too few questions. You're right. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess? Maybe. Don't be coy. We go way back, so I get it. Right. How's work these days? Sure, I'll play along with this amnesia of yours. My job is the same as ever. I'm a problem solver, and the problem I solve is this. What do you do when someone who owes you money stops paying you? I make sure agreements are kept and no one breaks their word. In a way, I help all parties involved, because one way or another, the deal they made won't be broken. And where possible, I hope my business never involves my friends. Business is never personal for me. But the way I do business, some people take it real personal. Understood. So, I've already asked... Oh, that... Exclamation point means new. Part means that's what I had access to because I've gotten him to Affection 1. So between us, I assume you never went legit? Let's both assume I'm not in the mood for this conversation right now. Ask me again when your words are as sweet as the booze. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do. Okay. Oh, there's quite a few people here. All right, let's talk to you on your lonesome. Oh, he's in a shit mood. Okay. A moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day? Every day is the same length. Can I get a cocktail? Sure. As you move your hand to grip a glass, he holds his palms up, stopping you. Wait. Please make sure it's a clean glass. All our glasses are clean, I'm sure. But I've had bad experiences, smudges and such. One glass, no smudges. Good. I'll have that cocktail. I'm waiting. Any particular flavors you enjoy? Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pit in my mouth. Maybe something minty? You lift a clean glass, put it on the tray. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. The man closely inspects it and gives a reassuring nod. Coming right up. Hope it's good. Alrighty. You don't like fruity, but you like minty. Do we have anything with mint that doesn't have a fruit on it? Either a mint punch or a copper bullet, I would assume would be what he's going for. Let's try... Let's try the mint punch. Oh, that looks really good. That's a nice drink. Clean glass, crisp taste. What up? Come on. Stop bugging me. You watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. Are you a big drinker? There's not much else to do in Bukovi. To be honest, I'm not usually out on days like these, but my date got canceled. Are you open the whole weekend? We are. Good. That's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot, by the way. I live a few streets over. Nice to meet you, Elliot. Can I get you another drink? No. I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon. See you then. Am I going to talk to all four of these? Or one at a time? Let's, I guess, go left to right. A young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at the list of drinks on the wall behind you, a tad confused. Evening. Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I can try and help you make up your mind. That'd probably help. Okay, let's roll the dice. Surprise me. What do you like again? Strong but sweet. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Let's make you something nice. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Strong and sweet. Possibly a pirate's joy? Possibly, ooh, a wake-up call, maybe. Four different rums. Sugar syrup, lemon. Ooh, no, Eastern Ruby for sure. Strong and sweet is a good combo. Don't get me wrong. I like a sweet drink. Let's try this one. Well, I definitely don't hate it. Thanks. Have you been open long? Not particularly. I thought this place seemed new. Below a bookshop, too. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid, whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How'd you afford somewhere on the boulevard? I don't own the place. Right. I'm Alina Dragos. I've brought a few friends along, and we're already a bit tipsy, if you hadn't noticed already. She didn't have to tell you that. They reek of booze. You hide it well? Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement. Seems like the kind of game where I'd forget I was supposed to be investigating and get invested in being the best damn bartender the town has ever seen. Yeah, Schmattercake, I get you completely. It's like, murder investigation? Sure. However, I'm gonna mix some ace fucking drinks, man. That's my priority. I'm 100% with you. Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement. We're celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for my friends. I hope they haven't wandered off. Take care. You too. Yes, we are the nightcap. She's one of the patrons from the other one. The, Last Drop. Yeah, she was one of the ones that Peter... Elena Dragos, Elliot Lynn, and Killian Durand. Oop. You too. Oh, this guy looks like a piece of shit. Before he even sits down, you can tell that this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat, the drink selection, and then you. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints. Well, I'm a big fan of rum, I think. You think? You watch him try to get comfortable with his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the three girls he came in with and then regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You're the bartender, so tend bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. I can handle that. Thank you. All right, pour away. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Let's get you something nice. Don't keep me waiting now. You like rum, eh? I'm really tempted to make him something stronger, because he looks like an asshole. I'm gonna give him the pirate drink. Here, man. I could get used to this. I'm Killian. You might have met my parents at some point. The Durans. Myth, welcome in. How's it going? I don't think so. Might have. You might have met with a doctor with that surname, though it's fuzzy. Murder? Don't care, not my job. Oh, murder is my job? Fine people, though I suppose as private doctors, perhaps a bit out of your price range for healthcare. With that, he pays, turns around, and goes to sit back at the table. He is another one who was suspect. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts on a smile and leans on the bar. What can I get for you? I don't really know, if I'm honest. Too many options. How about I choose? I'd appreciate that. I feel a bit out of my depth here. Something light, though. I have work in the morning. I'm looking forward to trying anything you make for me. Any flavors you're fond of? May sound odd, but tomato. I think I know exactly what. Let's make you something nice. Many thanks. The femme fatale. I think it's the only thing that's got tomato juice in it. So, yeah, let's give her the femme fatale. Yeah, she wants a Bloody Mary. That's lovely. Thank you. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all this. Back and not late for... Oh no. Are you late for another meeting? You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. That's almost halfway through messing up the drink, yeah. Well... We'll be in 3 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, have fun. I keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me at any moment. If my friends were caught, they would pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. I understand. Yes. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Popa, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. Good luck. You see her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way over to the table. And finally, the striking redhead. A woman sits down at the bar. Her eyes are piercing, and she scans the room. Then you, taking everything in. What was the other name we were looking for? It wasn't Maria Popa. It was Elliot Lynn. Oh, that was this guy. Right. The fastidious weirdo. Yeah. A woman sits down at the bar. Her eyes are piercing, and she scans the room. Then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up with diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is charming as it is easy to find. When Alina mentioned a speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money has flooded into the Bakovy Boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the character too. However, it seems to have flowed past this venue without impact. I can't tell if that's a compliment. As close to one as you're likely to get from me. I'm Wendy Brooker. You might have heard of my father. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable. And if you stay on my good side, I'll even think of an endearing nickname for you. Okay. Do you want a drink? Don't make me beg. What does a lady like you drink? Something strong enough to make everybody else look just a little more fabulous, but not too much. Don't make me beg. Right. Let's see if I can impress you. A difficult task, but nothing is impossible, darling. All right, you want something strong, but not too strong. So, probably not the night count. I feel like you are an evening prayer kind of woman. That also looks good to me. You know how to pour a drink with some glamour. I never doubted you. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Enjoy. So can I talk to them again? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. How are you finding your time here? Pleasant crowd, mostly. There's a few people here that I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's to be expected. Ooh. I'd rather not get into it, honestly. I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Do you? Who? Actually, I can't think of any of them one right now. I'm lying. I was making that up. What do you do for work? Nothing. I guess you don't need to. Exactly. My family's fallen into wealth through sheer luck, and I won't let us fall out again. I have plans to keep us where we need to be. My dad might end up losing his fortune again, but I'll be glad to take him in when that time comes. Did you ever work? Sure. For a man who... It doesn't matter. It's all in the past. Who are the people you came with? You know, I don't particularly like the nouveau riche or the oldo riche. Killian is sweet but painfully innocent. Wendy has her moments. The only person I really want around me is Maria. What's so good about Maria? She's the most down-to-earth person. I've known her for most of my life. The others, though. Why do you socialize with them? Because they're useful. The wealthy don't see us as people. We're tools, so I've sort of adopted that mindset. But you're rich. You're not getting it. I was born poor. That stain stays with you. For Killian, he was born middle class, so he's closer to home. I might be wealthy now, but I didn't come into money through gem mining or property or an aristocratic aunt. Gambling. My father has money now, but all that means is he has more to lose, and gamblers always lose in the end. If I don't ingratiate myself with these people, maybe even shack up with one of them, I'll have nothing again. I'll be nothing to them. In the grand scheme, I'm a blip. A momentary, fleeting thing in these people's lives. I've got to hook them in, get them invested, and eventually probably marry one if I want to keep this lifestyle. I just wish I could, I don't know, trust them a bit more. Some of them are decent, I think, but I know where I came from, and I know I won't go back. That has to be my focus. That's quite the plan. I'm a chess player. Planning ahead is what I do. Still, seems a bit cynical. You mean pragmatic. Seeing how quickly people changed the way they treated me the moment I got money left me a little jaded, I suppose. On good days, I think my new friends aren't like that. They're better than that. Wendy and Killian might have more to them than I admit, but I still don't fully trust them. Yet. She went from kind of annoying to number one customer. Yeah, I love her casual disdain for everything here. I really get that. Okay. What does the sun mean again? Oh, is it mood? Yeah, that's the mood. Okay. I can only ask her that if she's in a good mood, which she is. All right. Well, let's ruin her mood. What do you know about Natalia Reed? I'm not talking about that evil floozy. I'm here to have a good time. Alina seems very guarded about the topic. She also seems to know something. Perhaps she's more talkative when drunk. Okay. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. See you later. Bartender, we meet again. That tends to happen if you visit. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? What do you think of Alina? Alina's a lot of fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through clouds. Poetic. Very bubbly. Funny that someone like her can come from such a poor family. Lots of personality. Sometimes what comes out of her mouth sounds like an intellectual gibberish to me, but even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out of those heavenly lips. Okay, dude. You wrinkle your nose every time you take a sip. You're right. I don't enjoy this. The drinks are well enough made, but I simply can't become accustomed to the taste. I must persevere. You don't have to, you know. I started going to bars to be around Alina and Wendy. With a killer going on the loose, I'd like to keep an eye on them. Very gallant. I've had my eye on Alina for a bit. We've gone on a few dates. I think she really likes me, but she has a guard dog. Maria's hackles are up, and she has fangs. In fact, I was thinking of paying for Maria to attend a distant chess tournament just to have more time with Alina alone. Perhaps take her to Mary Auberger for a steak roulade. Mind keeping that to yourself? Your plan is safe with me. Good. It's stressful trying to keep my intentions secret. I'm only here in pursuit of the object of my affection, and this constant boozing is worrying my mum a great deal. Mummy! I usually wouldn't listen to her, but she holds a great sway over my disposable income. He also wants the hot chalky, yeah. Did you know Natalia Reed? You know, it'd be a cool game designer having the choice to turn one murder mystery into by poisoning this guy. Yeah, just fucking, I don't know, man. Hey, you want an arsenic cocktail? You know what arsenic is. Don't worry about it. Did you know Natalia Reed? A little. I saw her at the Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and she threw up all over my new suit. I helped get her a radio cab home. Really? Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace like more refined ladies. You know she's dead, right? Yes, Alina told me this morning. I was rather sad, but more in that fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so... You will die one day. Is that a threat? Just a fact. Not a nice thing to say, is it? What sort of drink do you like, Killian? Something that can get me drunk without it feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. So sugary drinks, then. I love the light sugary stuff. I think your mint punch fits that bill. Got it. It can be a threat. Alright. I don't feel the need to speak with you anymore, man. Oh, wait. Can't I... Do I have anything to... If I present things to you, what does it happen? Yeah. I presented the last rep. Yes, I visited often, though Prohibition put an end to that. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Bye. Bye. Hello? Okay.
Good evening.
Evening, Maria.
We should chat, I guess. Pass the time.
What sort of drinks do you like, Maria?
The femme fatale is nice. The spice slows you down so you get the head spins without getting carried away.
Interesting.
You can tell I don't drink much, can't you?
I can, but I don't judge.
I appreciate that. Still, it's growing on me a tad. I don't know if that's a good thing. I prefer those cocktails to the beer my father drinks. I'd better not make it a habit, though.
Your choice. You're not a big drinker.
Not at all. If I'm honest, I come here because Alina asks me along, and leaving her at a bar alone isn't something I'm comfortable with.
You're a good friend.
I think so too. Alina and I have been through a lot. I like knowing she's safe.
Even if it means drinking.
Oh, it's not so bad. Sometimes having a few drinks makes the book I'm reading even more exciting, though I often lose my place and have to read the same page over and over.
You're welcome to read anything on the shelves.
Really? I mean, thank you. I wasn't sure if a speakeasy was for me, but a speakeasy with a library?
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know? I'm a people pleaser. Is that okay? I work at that old tailor's on the stacks. The other girls at Themes Good talk about drinking and dancing, but I just keep my head down. They think I'm dull, but I knew that place would catch fire one day.
There was a fire.
That building is a death trap. We don't know who blew the fuse box. In a house of matches, it can be hard to find the first spark, you know. But it didn't burn down completely. Alina and I just can't play chess in the basement anymore.
Oh, you play chess.
When we were at school, we played for boiled sweets. It's a wonder we still have teeth. The women in the workhouse think I'm quiet and boring, but I watch them, and I see things.
Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, it fucking sounds like it.
Patterns. Not just in the fabric, but in the city, in people, and most of all in chess. Alina is good, but most days I can beat her. There's a fire in me. Competition. Even without candy, victory is still sweet.
You're a grandmaster.
Not quite. Although I have won tournaments. We both won a few, but none that were official or major. Alina always beat me when the stakes are high. It's like the pressure of my playing against my friend makes me wilt. In the heart of competition, she lights up and I burn out. She just wants it more. I once asked her what her secret is. I'll never forget what she said. Never dim your star to make others shine brighter.
Any other hobbies that aren't so intense?
Cooking, I guess. I make a great sarmal. But this is starting to feel like a job interview instead of a drinks order.
Fair point. You and Alina play chess together.
We do, yes. We've been partners since we were 8. We met at a chess club in school. We were rivals, but ended up being best friends.
That's a long friendship.
I know her better than myself at this point. Chess is about getting into your opponent's head. I like it inside hers. Does that sound strange?
A little.
We can get very competitive, but we share the same dream. To get a little bit better every day, and to beat all those stuffy old bearded men at the chess council together. We know each other so well by now. I'm not sure our practice is helping us get to the next level, but I also just enjoy the time we spend together. We dream of one day beating Bukovi's top grandmaster. We're getting close. Alina won a tournament a few weeks ago, and I came in second. I was so happy. We played against each other in the finals, and it was intense. Felt like my whole life was building to that moment.
Oh, she's so gay. Yeah.
Since we were in the top spots, we knew we'd already qualified for the next tournament in a few months with the Grandmasters. So in a way, the final was like a victory lap for us. Have I talked about chess too much? Sometimes I can't tell if I'm talking too much about something I love. But either way, thanks for listening.
Anytime. What do you know about Natalia Reed?
The accountant? I don't think I met her. I'm sure I didn't.
Yeah, she's down so bad for Alina. Did you hear about her death?
I saw the headlines. Like the start of some macabre murder mystery, but without the cheery ending. Probably. The police will catch whoever did it. Maybe a killer can get away with murdering street girls or factory workers, but not someone like her.
Let's hope. Do I have any clues that would be worth presenting to you? Not really. Well, did you go to the last drop?
I've never been there, but I'm pretty sure Alina has. Oh, it's really late. I'm gonna head home. I have something on tomorrow. Thanks for the drinks.
You're welcome.
We meet again.
Evening.
What do you want to know, bartender?
Tell me about yourself, Wendy.
I love that idea. She opens her mouth in mock surprise and lets out a little delighted giggle. What's there to say? I grew up at Papa's old estate, Home Heath, out in the country. I moved back to Bukovi because I got bored, and I come to dive bars like this because I love the entertainment.
Dive bar? I'd say you fit right in.
Oh, are we sparring? That's adorable. You continue to meet my expectations.
I'll play along.
Come, darling, I'm being exceedingly gentle. Let's get to know each other better. Or worse, if you'd prefer. I'll start. I was born, I moved here, and now I'm sat in this cramped little stool talking to someone who has a very colorful background.
How do you know about my background?
I know a lot, darling, and most of what I know I keep to myself. This has been delightful. I mean that. It's refreshing to have a repartee with someone who can keep up. Chin chin.
Sure. How do you know everyone?
I'm cordial with Alina and Maria, and I know Killian. We met a while ago at a tango class, you know, in pre-prohibition times. Don't get me wrong, they're not hideously dull or anything. I just feel that they are slow to trust and reluctant to say anything genuine. You feel the same? Or are you an open book?
What you see is what you get.
Like a cannoli, it's what's on the inside that counts. I've noticed you do a lot of watching. You pour drinks while keeping your eye on your customers. The sign of a good bartender. Or someone who is fearful of their own clientele. I can't blame you, though. Imagine if one of us was police.
Are you? She laughs, and for the first time it sounds genuine. You've amused her, and she lets the mask slip for a moment. You've known plenty like her, and learned to never let your guard down around them.
No. I wish there was something as exciting as a police informant among us. But alas, we are as we seem. Well, other than Maria, she's not rich at all. Dirt poor, in fact, but you can tell. If you look closely, you can tell.
She purses her lips briefly, a smile flashing across her face. Not the friendliest thing to say.
Friendly? What an odd concept. Alina pays for everything. Maria is a puppy in her purse. But we all do what we must. In her position, maybe I'd do the same. The poor girl's head must be spinning. Evenings in the casino, speakeasies and clubs with Alina, and then back to her threadbare bed sheets each night in the stacks. What a contrast. It's cruel, really.
You don't seem to like Maria.
I don't like Alina much right now either, but again, they might grow on me. Maria and Alina have some quirks, which I like. Imperfections. And they're both sharp as tacks, if you hadn't heard. Maria hides it under a shy facade, while Alina hides it under a layer of, well, blondness. Opinions are fluid. For example, I didn't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Same with the girls, Alina and Maria. If they would just ease off on the chess chat and address the sexual tension in the room instead, I might enjoy their company a great deal more.
I'm sure. Did you know anything about Natalia Reed?
The dead woman? I knew of her. It's quite unavoidable when you're in the company of Alina Dragos, especially when she's had a few drinks.
How come?
I could bore you with long-winded stories about Alina's infamous drunken rants, but why would I deny you the pleasure of experiencing them firsthand? You certainly seem to be well-placed to engineer such a rant once again. Just give me a warning before you do, so I may cover my ears in time.
I'll try. You wear a lot of expensive items.
I do.
Aren't you worried about being robbed?
If I'm outside, the best place someone could rob me would be my empty home. If I'm outside, the best place someone could rob would be my empty home. If I didn't wear the nice things I have, I would be living the same life as a woman who had already been robbed. An unglamorous existence. Earrings are meant for ears, and jewels don't sparkle when kept in a box. Ah, well, would you look at the time? I'm going to make my way home before the sun comes up.
Good night, Wendy. I like her. She's awful. Okay. I think we're done for the day. I see no one else. Okay. She kind of sucks, 10 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. You get it, Schmouter Keg. 100%. She's awful. I love her. Can I just brute force this? Do any of these connect? Is all the shit Peter said largely irrelevant? I think so. Yeah. Alright, let's put all this shit away. Yeah, these are all of the clues we have. Perfect. Oh, quite a few people. Oh, this fuckboy. Constable Hugo Mertens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets as he inspects the other guests with confusion. After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair, and sits slightly too close. Constable Mertens. Barkeep. Seems like business is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job.
These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. What do you want? Just here to check up on you. I would love to hear your findings regarding Natalia. Someone on the street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing with me, I'll be staying here for a while. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. Open the notebook to present him with a new clue. Using clues on a detective like Hugo will never consume actions, so make sure to show him anything interesting you find. He may have useful insights. Now select potential patrons to see what he has to say about it. So, Elena Dragos, Killian Durand, and Elliot Lynn all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reid was murdered. And you say you got this information from Peter Wagner? Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout the Covey, and the only reason he knew all of this is because he was present at the time as well. So let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of those four might be our killer. Hugo pulls out 2 photographs from his coat and hands them over. The first one shows an ornate, decorated lighter lying on the pavement. The second one shows a nasty-looking syringe. It is empty, and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. These 2 items were found at the crime scene. Check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? About the syringe. The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. Some sort of lethal toxin. Back before the Prohibition, it was slipped into drinks, but since then, most of the victims have been found with a puncture mark. From this needle. Correct. We tried to see if it's a special type that was used, but unfortunately, this one is available at any pharmacy. Doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical profession in Zara either. Whatever the nature of this toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wants to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. The victims each had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case it was the back of the neck, so the perpetrator attacked from the rear. The tests that we have run so far are currently inconclusive. Damn it. If this was back in Belgium, I'd know how to find better toxicologists. Do you know any toxins that have these effects? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator has chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals. I am making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We have to stop him. Any more questions? About the lighter. It was close to the body and it's quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around at a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one is custom made. We might guess that the killer is a smoker. Oop. What did I accidentally double-click? Nasty habit. That's not what I meant to say, but whatever. I'm surprised you think so. Most people here smoke, especially those with colorful backgrounds. All is clear. Good. One last thing. Hand over your notebook. You place the notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. Also, welcome back, Scoop. He pulls a pencil out of his pocket and quickly adds a new section in the back. After looking it over one last time, he hands it back. I added some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about the case. The detectives at the station used this method to put together a case, and I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. The 2 things I need answered are, what is the killer's motive, and what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? If you can find clues that answers these 2 questions for any of these suspects, assign them in the section I added and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. But you can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure. You should also consider evidence that might clear a suspect. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no.
but it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down, and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Very well. Hugo has added a brand new case tab to your notebook. Let's have a look. Open the notebook by clicking the button on the top right of the screen. This button also works when not in conversation with the customer. Select the highlighted tab at the top. In this case file, you'll find an overview of each suspect in the case. The evidence you have collected so far on each suspect will be displayed here. The case file displays clues that show a suspect's motive, the evidence that proves they could have committed the crime, as well as any potential defense that rules them out as a possible culprit, such as an alibi. Once you are confident you know who the culprit is, you can press the Submit Case button at the bottom of the page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look at the evidence you have collected with a critical eye. For now, press the X in the top right to exit the notebook. If you're already in conversation with Hugo, like you are right now, you can also press this button in the bottom right to submit your case. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get one shot. If you submit your case before the deadline has passed, Hugo will leave to present your case to his superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find evidence on all suspects and figure out who is innocent and who is guilty. The fate lies in your hands. Good luck, bartender. Okay. But we're at our halfway point, so I'm going to run us a 3-minute ad break, and we will get back to it in a few minutes. Grab a drink, use the restroom, do whatever you got to do, and we will see you shortly. Am I using this ad break to eat pretzels? Yes. Will I share them? No. Press the mid-case button, Hugo on the other side of town. The Hugo signal! He just jumps onto a roof nearby, scrabbles up a gas lamp. I'm curious if the brewing minigame is going to get more complicated. Or if it just kind of serves to break up a little bit of the monotony of reading every now and again with anything. Yeah, I'm wondering if the drinks menu is going to expand as well to give us more patterns, because there being only like 12 drinks feels a little weird to me. Anyway, we're back. All right. I want to know who I'm working for. Constable Hugo Mertens. That's all you need to know. Noisy boys in progress. Free of the pizza zone. The Pizzone. 4 guns and 5 backpacks. Hell yeah. I want to see him when you're done, Bridge. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies. I am partial to pointless conversation and wasting my time. Alright, I won't ask. What sort of drink do you usually like, Constable? Something with coffee. Why? It's my job to know. I suppose it is. Yes. Hi.
Do you memorize everyone's favorite drink?
I try.
Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee because we drink it a lot in Belgium. Reminds me of home.
Felting. Yes, enjoy your craft time while I read you a story.
Reminds me of home.
Noting that down. Do you know Peter?
Peter has a storied history with the Bakovi police. You can usually count on him being on the wrong side of the law. We're working off the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish. Maybe even the Brugger boys gang under Carla. It makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have had something to do with all of this. But she's white-collar, more interested in larceny and laundering than murder.
You know what, let's get you... Would you like a drink, Constable?
I shouldn't, but perhaps just one won't hurt.
I'm trying to channel fucking Imperial Agent from Star Wars, because I've been watching a lot of Star Wars with Scoop lately. And this dude screams Imperial Agent to me. Let's give you the wake-up call. Like, he feels like he would be an Imperial.
Ah! Perfect! Well, as perfect as crime can be. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions.
Why are you doing a detective's job?
Because those idiots are so busy chasing promotions, they actually forget to look for criminals. One of them confided in me of how he figured out all of the victims of the Bakovi Boulevard... One of them confided in me how he figured out all the victims of the Bakovi Boulevard killer are blonde women. He condescendingly told me to keep that to myself and be a good constable.
Yeah, he kind of looks British parentheses evil. Exactly, Scoop. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of... Was that guy Hux? I think it was something Hux. Admiral Hux.
I can tolerate them being competitive, not when there's human lives at stake.
I didn't expect you to be so noble. All right. I don't think I have anything left to say to you right now, man. So get the fuck out of here. I have a bar to run. And I have a case to work. Good evening, barkeep. Oh my god, he sits like an absolute douchebag. You fucking prick. Look at him, sitting here like an asshole. Oh god, we got a lot of people in the bar tonight. What motherfucker do we want to talk to? Let's talk to our boss. I don't know why he's here. Worse. belching. Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Evening, Mr. Florare. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. A drink, Vincent? Absolutely. Something timeless, please. I mean, you love the Eastern Ruby. I don't see why we wouldn't just keep giving you the thing you really like. Western European Vlad the Elder. Yeah. Big Vlad, parentheses, British instead of Russian. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. Have other speakeasies been raided? I'm sure dissatisfied patrons have alerted the authorities on a few occasions, but I've met a fair few officers, or even detectives, in speakeasies. They think the law doesn't apply to them. But I think the political climate has shifted. The Bakovia City Council has taken a harder line, and they may even be incentivizing officers to close more establishments. The economy may be booming, but the explosion of wealth is far from equitable. Speculators in the radio carriage and whale oil businesses are rolling in cash, but the public services, and the police in particular, are paid peanuts. The speculators climbed a ladder and pulled it up after themselves. Now they're making us fight each other for table scraps while looking down on us all, legitimate business owners and police officers alike. There's a cadence to his voice that makes him sound cold and unemotional as he speaks. Well, that would have been a good thing to give me beforehand. It's like he's rehearsed this topic, or maybe he's even gotten sick of talking about it. I'm rambling again, sir. Let's change the subject. When did you open the bookshop? Bakovia Books has been there for over a decade now. Are you a fan of literature? I am. I never took you for the educated sort. A mistake on my part for sure, but it's always nice to meet a fellow enthusiast. The book depositories in this district are in a shocking state. Nothing but grimy, lurid booksellers, and nothing of note from local writers. I enjoy foreign literature, but I feel with how the publishing industry operates, it's hard to notice the books were created in our towns. Bakovia has a thriving literature scene, but it is dying because of this influx of exotic, lightweight fiction. We both know I don't need to work, but a man has to have a hobby, and if that hobby is meaningless, then what's the point? Bakovia's golden age was once cultural, music, books, opera. But now our industrial might swells while our souls shrivel. I might just be a lowly bookshop owner these days, but stocking this place with the books I love means the world to me. Does that make sense? It makes sense. Well, I'm glad we talked about this. What do you know about Natalia Reed? Vincent looks down when you mention her name. He licks his lips, considering his next words carefully. I have been thinking back to when we met briefly at my accountant's office. She was smart, charming, and she knew when to drop that stiff Bakovia formality and be a little more laid back with her clients. I know she liked to drink. My accountant complained that she turned up worse for wear once or twice, so I imagine temperance was an issue. It was also no secret to my accountant that Natalia struggled financially due to her stubborn gambling addiction. How she managed to finance it is a mystery. I suppose it makes sense that she'd frequent speakeasies after the prohibition. So, there really is a killer on the loose then. Apparently. Ghastly. I hope our customers tread lightly. Me too. What do you think of Killian? He's a boy in a man costume. Petty and unkind. I'm against cuffing a child round the ear, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. His family is a good one, which is why his bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles, all so unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killian is trouble to those close to him, and needs to show a firmer hand. A boy in a man costume is... Yeah, like, how fucking damning. Killian is trouble, and those close to him need to show a firmer hand. He's certainly a bit of a brat. He taps the bar in an annoyance. Typical of the nouveau riche. They can buy everything but class. That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain through less savory means. The boy doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right. Look at the time. I simply cannot linger any longer. I have slept on this chaise lounge upstairs before, but my back did not thank me. Good night. Yeah, this dude rules, honestly. Like, the owner of the bookstore and the speakeasy kind of fucking rules. So, I'm getting real gnarly vibes from you. Like, gnarlier than just being a fuckboy all of a sudden. Now you're real suspicious. Okay. Let's talk to the sad priest.
Bartender,
Father Lacey.
please share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who is not confessing mortal sin.
Do you have a favorite drink?
This is like choosing my favorite hymn. Too difficult.
Indulge me. Surely something speaks to you tonight. He takes a deep breath and eyes the shelves like he is poisoned and they hold the antidote. You hold the rim of a glass like you're ready to serve. He taps his fingers along the bright wood of the bar top and clicks his tongue once. Oh, we didn't learn much about him. He was here. He's a weird sort of fastidious neat freak. He lives nearby. He kind of just had a drink and then left immediately yesterday. We do know, however, that he is one of the people that Peter, the Scar guy, said was a frequent visitor of the speakeasy where the lady got murdered. So he's one of the suspects. He taps his fingers along the bright wood of the bar top and clicks his tongue once.
It would probably be the night count that you serve here. It has a bitter aftertaste that resonates with me.
Any reason?
Much of life is bitter. Might as well embrace it. Mix the bitterness in with other ingredients, which makes it palatable.
Right. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. He takes a short breath. Need a drink, Father?
Father. Makes me think of my vows. But priests are taught it is worse to abominate wine than imbibe it, so I will choose the lesser sin.
All right, man, let's get you that night count. Give the priest the vampire drink.
These drinks have really disturbed my equilibrium tonight. I should get back to the mats.
Take care. All right, man, bye. Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his mouth and pulls a box of matches from his bottom pocket. We discourage smoking. These are menthol. They make your breath smell good. If you must, I must. What do you need from me? What sort of drink do you like, Elliot? A well-made one. Do I need to be more specific? I think you do. Yes, well,
I suppose that's reasonable. You cannot expect a bartender to produce quality drinks without suitable direction. Exactly. Something minty with soda. I like to feel fresh and awake after a drink. Alcohol doesn't make you sleepy. I have developed my constitution till it no longer inhibits my focus. Alcohol sharpens my senses.
Really?
Indeed. And a drink with a clean mouth feel livens the senses, not to mention how much it encourages intimacy with the opposite sex. Fresh breath is essential.
This guy sucks ass.
Just hold off on the fruit punch. Feminine drinks reduce male vim and vigor and encourage the production of black bile in the body, which makes one melancholic and, I believe, less virile too.
Freak shit to say, dude. Freak shit to say.
Pouring vodka into fruit juice is a waste. Like a sophisticated gentleman wasting his time on tittle-tattle with loose women and mannerless men. Some men are born for better things, and they deserve better drinks too.
Noted. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. I get one person that isn't fucked up in some way. One guy that isn't a fucking freak. We've got a few cool women. We've got we have our bookstore owner. Lawrence? Vincent's legit. Hugo sucks. Peter sucks. Lacey's just weird. Elliot sucks. Killian sucks. Yeah, all these men are awful. Except for Vincent. Yeah, this dude is inventing Victorian 4chan. Myth and yeah, you guys are on the same fucking page. God.
Elliot inspects it closely and nods. This look okay? Yes, hurry up.
All right, you little mint freak. Hope non-lesbians like bald mustache rocking dudes. Yeah, it's Vincent. That's all you got. I don't know, we might have more. We got more pages in our book. Maybe we'll find a man who isn't wretched.
That's a nice drink. Clean glass. Crisp taste. What do you need from me?
Tell me about yourself.
What benefit would we gain by sharing such details? I'm a customer and want nothing more from you than the drink.
Do you have any hobbies?
I collect stamps. I inherited a collection from my father and I'm struggling to get rid of it.
Stamps?
Yes, the little square boxes you put on letters. I'm trying to trade the rare ones to become independently wealthy, but it is going averagely.
You don't want to keep them?
I don't consider hobbies to be a very masculine pursuit. Men should aspire to spend their time on things of value.
Such as?
Bettering society, exploring the natural world, mining precious metals, colonizing the subcontinent, constructing large towers.
Do you do those things?
No. I mean men in general.
Oh, God, brother.
Do you happen to know Peter?
Is that a joke? I avoid him, as should you.
You seem to dislike him.
He is a villain. Everyone knows that. He works for that loan shark, Carla.
I'm not so sure about that.
Ugh. Everyone pussyfoots around him like he's a gentleman. Pussyfooting around people like Peter is unacceptable. I will not pussyfoot like the rest.
If you repeat pussyfoot over and over again, it begins to lose the effect.
What? The point is that I don't socialize with men like Peter, nor should anyone with common sense and decency.
Noted. I can't have many social skills and no stamp. Okay, brother. What do you do for a living?
I work for the Arrondissement Property Registry.
It is a very important position in the municipality, although the plebeians treat me like a clerk rather than a senior individual with a great deal of power and influence.
Do you enjoy it?
It pays my bills and gives me time to pursue my other interests. What else is there to expect from a job? I make more than most people, that's for sure.
Is money important to you?
No, but I find it's a good indicator of value.
Right.
Can I show you this lighter? Is this yours? Have you seen this before? Smoker?
A lighter on the ground. People lose lighters all the time. What does that have to do with me?
Don't you smoke, Elliot?
All my life. Well, since school, anyway.
That makes two of us.
I was trying to fit in with the popular lads. I needn't have bothered. I'm not sure I even enjoy it anymore, but what I really don't enjoy is shaking off my hands when I can't find tobacco. If you have any tips for quitting that actually work, let me know. It would save me a great deal of money.
I'll keep an eye out for some.
I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going. See you.
See you.
Also, I'm getting the vibes that it's Killian Duran, because wasn't Killian's parents doctors? So he would have easy access to medical things.
Yeah, he sucks tremendous.
Let's talk to someone who doesn't suck. Quick, you gotta set me up. I'm in desperate need of a drink. What have I missed?
What sort of drink do you like?
Gonna sound weird, but something spiced. I like ginger ale in my drinks. If I didn't have to be so careful with my coin, I'd only ever drink copper bullets. Is that weird?
Not that weird.
Glad you think so.
Yeah, fucking for real. That's legit. Spicy drinks rule too. You lift a drink and place it on the table. Need a drink, Clara?
Nothing too strong. I have work tomorrow.
Well.
Oh, damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these.
What do you know about... Well, tell me about your job. Let's not open with the dead girl.
There's 5, maybe 6 interesting things about me, and my job is not one. You really want to hear about the hotel?
I'm curious.
I'm a maid, believe it or not. I spend most of my time cleaning up after messy, entitled people. Before Prohibition, I worked the mid-bar for extra money. The tips were decent unless cleaning of bodily fluids was involved.
Do you like your job?
God, no. Do you?
I like my job.
Ugh, lucky you. One day I'll get out of Bakovi. I'm too old to compete in the martial arts now, but if it wasn't trapped, I could. But if I wasn't trapped, I could at least grab an airship to anywhere else, really.
Why are you trapped?
I'm in debt. If I stop working, it'll get worse. Once I've paid off everything I owe, maybe I can quit and find something better for me. The friendly local loan shark, Carla, won't send her goons after me as long as I keep paying the interest on my debt, but with the wages from the hotel, I'm not making a dent in the amount I owe.
Yeah. I know what Carla's like.
No use worrying till I get wrinkles. Steve says rainbows need rain, so I guess this part of my life is the rainy season.
I'm sure the rainbows are coming. Did you come from work?
No, I work in the hotel, so my shift starts early and finishes early. I have later afternoon and evening to myself, but I'm training really hard right now.
It's sort of like an alternate Europe. It's faux Western Europe. But apparently there's airships. That's the first I've heard mention of the airships.
Training for what?
My gray belt.
That's a martial art combat thing, right?
It's a Baritsu grading symbol, where I can take my seafood down to the mat. I gain the gray bell.
Good luck. What do you know about Natalia Reed?
I guess I've seen her a few times before the murder.
Zeppelins were also called it. I guess, yeah. I think it just depends on... Zeppelins were never really used for popular travel, as far as I remember, though, but I may be wrong.
She was in the Spire Lounge in the hotel a lot. Same as Elliot, Olivia, and even Alina once or twice.
Did Natalia mix with anyone else?
I saw her and Olivia together at the bar. That struck me as odd, because Olivia's kind of a big deal even among that lot, and everyone formed a crowd around her. I saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice, too. Usually away from the bar, over at the Vantage booths.
Interesting.
Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along, too. I remember that pretty well, because he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but do I look like I'm out here trying to date men?
No, I get it. Why do you visit? Isn't it risky?
Probably. Then again, I could get hit by a radio carriage tomorrow while crossing the road.
You have a point.
Sifu says boats are safest in the harbor, but that's not what boats are built for, and I can't think of anything I love that couldn't kill me. Also, just because something is a rule doesn't make it right.
Sounds about right.
Oh, wait, I have work tomorrow. I gotta get some sleep, so good luck with the bar.
Night.
Clara gets free drinks forever, for sure.
Hello, hello. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here?
Evening, Alina.
Let's catch up on all the gossip.
What sort of drink do you like, Alina?
My favorite has to be the poison drop. Nothing tops that one.
Very specific.
Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get what you want?
Good point.
It's better than Maria's anyway. The woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent.
You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Need a drink, Elena?
Yes, get me drunk.
Enjoy your poison. Ma'am, poison for you.
Oh, I am going to enjoy this one. Delicious.
Anything you do in your spare time?
I play competitive chess. I'm good at it, depending on who you compare me to. Maria and I have been chess partners since we were kids. Back then, we imagined that if we got good enough, we'd live the life of chess grandmasters. Play chess for trophies, live in hotels, go to parties, have crowds cheer our names. The reality is, a lot of these events only pay you when you win, and the entry fees are extortionate. Back in the day, we did overtime to afford the qualification fees. We'd be so exhausted from overtime that we'd never play our best. We'd scrape up enough money for one hotel room and pass out each night. Still had fun, though.
Ever win?
I won a tournament a few weeks back. Maria got second place, so we both qualify for an upcoming national tournament. Maria doesn't know yet, but I'll be paying to take us both there.
That's kind of you.
It's our dream.
I understand. Okay. I want to show you.
Oh, it's gotta be Killian. He asked out Clara. She's blonde. He's hanging with Alina. He doesn't take no for an answer. Hey, do you recognize this?
Don't just show me a photograph of a lighter. If there's something you want to know, ask.
Do you smoke, Alina? She glances over her shoulder, scanning the bar to make sure no one is within hearing distance.
I don't smoke at all. I agree with Maria. It's a terrible thing to do.
Her initial reaction tells you that there's more to this story. Perhaps she's willing to share more when she feels more comfortable around you. Sure, I believe you. What brings you to a speakeasy?
You can't expect a girl to spill all her secrets without loosening her lips a little first. With some chat, maybe a couple of compliments about my lovely new earrings, and a few drinks.
Let's get you drunk then. Are you single? You and Maria.
What about us?
Are you two dating?
Maria? No. But we're close.
I must have been mistaken then.
I get it a lot.
Alina is still blushing. This topic seems to be something she wouldn't discuss unless she really trusts you. Ah.
Wait, is that the time? I should get going.
See you later. All right, fuckboy.
Bartender, we meet again.
That tends to happen if you visit.
I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle.
Need a drink, Killian?
What else would I be here for? The ambiance?
I'm gonna give him something that's gonna make him a lot more drunk than the thing he likes. Because I might get better information out of him if he's fucked up. But it's still sweet, so he'll still like it, I think.
Right now, a stiff breeze.
Oh, shit. The second it hits that, he goes home. Fuck! I'm gonna load.
Oh no, are there no autosaves? Uh-oh.
Well, fuck that up.
Unless, can I present things? No.
Fuck. Right now, a stiff breeze would knock me over. I'm gonna try to get home while I still can.
Can I do it here?
Shit. Fuck.
Be safe. Evening, barkeep. Evening. Damn it. All right. Well. Yeah, I euthanized him. Wish it was that easy to get rid of Killians in real life, right? Right. There's still customers who you could speak to or show clues. Actually, right, I can show you a shitload of clues. Let's just do that. Tell me about blonde Oh. Evening. All right.
I might have overshared when I had a few too many drinks. Let's not discuss it further. I trust your discretion on this. I suppose it is information about the killer, though. Maybe you can piece something together with this.
Natalia worked for an accountant that Vincent hired to take care of his finances. From him, he learned that Natalia's gambling problem resulted in mounting debts, although nobody knew where she found the money to keep playing anyway.
So she has debts. You should look into how this could be related to the case. Money is a powerful motivator. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions.
I don't need to read the interstitial every time. Clara said she's seen Natalia speaking with Olivia. Alina, and Elliot at the hotel's Spire Lounge. I should ask all of them what they've discussed with Natalia. Interesting. Confront Elliot and Alina with this to see how they respond. Put them on the spot, and watch for the quivering lip or the twitching eye. Tell me more about the syringe. Oh, okay. I don't know anything more than I've already told you. Let's work together to find out how it all fits into the bigger picture. Okay. Yeah, then we're done, I think. Get the fuck out of my bar, Hugo. Okay. Surprised that Natalia's debt doesn't connect with the lounge chats. I don't think I have anything that matches up with anything right now. Time to go to the next day. Oh, we got a whole crew. All right. Let's try talking to Killian again, but less poorly this time. Need a drink, Killian?
What else would I be here for? The ambience?
Fine, take your mint punch. Because if I give you anything stronger, you'll fall down instantly.
Oh, this looks fine indeed.
Okay. I got a few things to present to you, man. Do you smoke?
A lighter? Goddess, I'm not sure what this has to do with me.
Are you a smoker, Killian? Killian looks uncomfortable, as if recalling an unpleasant memory. He looks you up and down.
Absolutely not. The son of a doctor knows better than to engage in such unhealthy habits.
Despite his words, Killian twitches nervously. Smart man. What about the syringe?
Hey now, that syringe looks familiar.
It does.
Of course. My mom is a medical professional, so we have some of these lying around her surgery. She even has some at her home practice, behind lock and key, obviously. You should ask Alina about this stuff if you haven't already. She used to briefly work for my mother and actually used them.
She did?
Yes. It's how we initially got acquainted, you see. She was always a bright thing, but back then she was just a nurse. Now she's come into wealth and she has really bloomed. Anyway, unlike me, she carried a key and actually had access to the cabinet where these things are stored. Naturally, she returned it after resigning, but my mother decided to change the locks nevertheless.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay. That's interesting. I want to ask you about blondes.
Blondes? I love blondes. Another reason this killer must be stopped. I bet you hear all... Oh, yeah. Okay. And... Oop, no. Tell me about your mother. Those syringes are kept in a safe place, and I'm not allowed near them. Only my mother and her assistants can use them. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out, like the syringes. All right.
Should he have known about the killer's preference for blondes? I think the implication is that I am bringing that up. It's hard to know exactly how I'm going to bring that up, but I think it's the fact that I think I'm saying, "Hey, have you noticed all the victims are blonde?" That's the assumption that I get for how I'm sharing this.
Evening, Alina. All right. What do you love again? The poison drop.
If it isn't that, he slipped. Yeah. It's an origami killer situation. I did it.
There are a lot of blondes in the city, though. Alrighty.
Yeah, that's where I confronted Natalia about spending all of Father's money.
Oh. So you knew about her debt?
Yeah, I know about that. And that's why she was after Dad.
Wait. What?
Did you tell me that?
No, oh, right, yeah. No, you wouldn't tell me. Okay, I think I broke a flag here. She's talking about shit that she did not bring up. Okay, girl. Tell me about your old job, though.
I told you. I won't work there now. I don't have to.
Oh my god, you are fucking not saying shit, girl.
Hey, thanks for making me feel vulnerable. Wait, is that the time? I should get going.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that conversation? That was weird. You know, let's save our one good man and talk to this fuckboy.
Well, 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 look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night.
What did you like?
A drink, Peter? Maybe just one.
Right, you liked Cold Winter. Maybe she did it. Yeah, and seems flexible. We've got a lot of questions.
You have talent.
All right. Can you tell me about this lighter?
Nice lighter. You want to give me a gift? Customer of the week?
Do you smoke, Peter?
Huh? You've seen me smoke.
You gave me this lighter 5 years back when we hit up the train depot. And by gave, I mean I pocketed it when you wasn't looking. You stole it? He pulls out a basic disposable lighter.
You recognize it immediately. You always bought the cheapest ones. You notice it's still full of fluid.
Once again, bitter exes. Weird bitter exes.
It's almost 5 years. It's almost full 5 years later. Did you quit? He cracks a smile, and you catch yourself looking at his dimples instead of his scar.
Wish I did, but nah. I use matches these days, actually.
Why?
Because I'm a firm believer in luck, and this is my lucky charm nowadays. Especially after what happened with my train depot job.
I see. Did you ever try to quit?
Many times. Look, I'm trying to cut down, but in this line of work, you gotta keep your nerves steady. What's with all these smoking questions?
The killer smokes.
You smoke, bartender.
Do I?
You better make sure this new job doesn't make you forget who you really are. Play a role too well, and you might forget you're part of the show.
Oh, the radio bitch. I do love her. I'm glad she's back.
All right, man.
Can you tell me about this syringe? A coward's weapon. Kind of person who kills like that, they're the real monsters.
Yeah, we are absolutely Peter's the one who got away.
Pizza time.
Oh! Ava! Ava wishes to bless her godson. Boy! Boy! Hi, there you are. These are from Ava. Yeah, bud. Bless that boy. Bless that boy. Ah, come here.
Pizza time.
Oh, double blessing. This one's from Bridge. Stay there. There you go, bud.
A good lad.
All right, you work for a loan shark. Was Natalia in debt to your boss, maybe? Natalia's finances? Do I look like a banker?
I heard she was in debt.
She was a gambler and a drunk. Both are expensive hobbies.
Have you ever collected money for your boss?
You know I have. I'm the muscle and money's heavy.
Did you collect from Natalia? Peter leans across the bar. He's close enough that you can smell his cologne. You expect him to tell you a secret or perhaps whisper something, but he doesn't. Instead, he waits until you meet his eye before he speaks. Did you?
No. Now, do you have a real question to ask me? Like, did you kill her, Mr. Wagner?
I know what you're capable of.
If you did, you'd be more careful with those loose words. You want to keep pushing?
Not right now.
I don't have to explain this to you, but dead people can't pay back their debts. I got no business writing off credit like that.
There's no way this twink is the muscle of any organization. Yeah, I don't think it's Peter at all. He's too... This man has definitely killed and is guilty of many crimes, but I do not believe he is guilty of this crime at present. It doesn't feel right. How do you feel about blondes, Peter?
I prefer brunettes, though dark hair and a sultry demeanor is my particular weakness. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job.
Will do. Well, it could have gone better. It could have gone worse.
It has been quite the day for me. More negotiations, more drama, more rehearsals. Exhausting. Makes a woman crave a cold drink at a deeply comfortable chaise lounge.
I can up with one of those. She presses her long fingers together. Her mouth is slightly agape as she leans in close.
The maid girl, the one who works in that hotel, Clara? Avoid her. She is what I would describe as trouble. I once saw her fighting with a known criminal. And not just any criminal either, one of those henchmen of a certain mob boss.
Henchman?
Yes, I'm surprised she isn't dead, if I'm honest. When I saw her here, I immediately knew that I should warn you. I like this establishment, and I quite like Vincent when he's sober. I wouldn't want Clara attracting trouble.
She leans back in her chair, the serious look on her face now replaced with a serene smile.
That's all I needed to say on the matter. I trust we understand each other now.
Right.
This place must have been dull without me. What, if anything, have I missed?
What kind of drink do you like, Miss Carmine?
Something refreshing, fruity, and adventurous. The Pirate's Joy is my usual go-to.
Specific?
I'm a specific sort of woman. I love a little story with my drink, and the pineapple undertones take away some of the bitter taste.
What sort of story?
Supposedly, the original was invented by none other than a pirate captain. Talk about a lucky crew.
Interesting. All right, let's get you a pirate drink. Need a drink, Miss Carmine?
Daring of you to ask. Yes, pour me something fabulous.
Girl, you have the easiest drink imaginable to make.
Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine. Absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly.
I love everybody having vaguely different opinions of most people, except for when we all agree that someone sucks. I don't like you denigrating my girl Clara, though, Olivia. That's kind of fucked. Clara's legit. I trust her.
This place must be dull.
All right. First thing we need to talk about is the lounge chats.
Yes, we met there occasionally. This place...
That's it? That's all we got? We met there occasionally? Holy shit. Do you know about her debt?
Love your confidence, Draga. Absolutely incredible, but I don't know what you're getting at with this one. However, next time, please do try to consider if the speculation makes sense.
Apologies. Okay, so she wasn't asking you for money. Okay. Do you smoke, Olivia?
What a gorgeous lighter that is. But why are you showing me this?
Do you smoke, Miss Carmine?
Only for pleasure.
As opposed to
business. Plenty of actors smoke to be social. I pity the poor girls who puff away with puckered lips pretending to like it.
You enjoy it?
Certainly. After sex and before a big show. Calms the nerves.
What about your voice? She shrugs, the thick lining of her coat cushioning her face.
Everything in moderation, darling.
She frowns, furrowing her brows and pursing her lips. What is it?
My late husband hated smoking. I am remembering a particularly unpleasant conversation we had.
Sorry.
Don't be, darling. I don't tolerate unpleasant conversations with anyone now.
Noted. All right. Do you know Father Lacey by any chance?
Yes, I know him well. He's a priest. Doesn't it seem strange that two people so different share the same speakeasy?
A little.
Well, it's not my place to say, but I don't think he's keeping his vows if he's coming here. And he's such a drag, sitting there clutching his little drink. It's like looking at a child crying at their own birthday party. He was so stoic a few months ago. He's thoroughly morose now. I've asked him what's wrong, but he doesn't like to answer. It's not as if I can tell anyone either. Oh yes, I keep seeing Father Lacey at the secret speakeasy that we share. I hope he cheers up soon and goes back to his old self. He's always been a big old sad sack, but his droopy face is making the floor tiles sad.
She and Peter should start a I have killed before, but not this one. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's hope.
Heavens, would you look at the time? I should get going.
Your tab. Olivia winks at you and places the coins down on the table. The grin is coy. She enjoys being caught as much as she enjoys getting away with it. Good night, Olivia.
All right. I think, though,
Our one lone remained man.
he will stay. He will wait. And we will open with him next time, so that we have a nice starting bouquet of this lovely man. But with that, I want to say thank you all for coming. That's the stream. I really appreciate everybody coming, chatting, hanging out, support. I hope y'all are enjoying this game. I'm having a good time getting to know these weird freaks and fucking ragging on all these yuppies. So yeah. I'm curious to see how, like, what options I'm going to have to diverge. It's pretty straightforward so far, but I will be very curious to see how it all goes. But we will be resuming this same time, same place tomorrow. Hope to see you then. And with that, I will wish everybody a lovely rest of your Wednesday evening. Goodbye, everybody. If you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.